Hello, it's your Drayson, Aerithist, or Joey, and this is gonna be I guess, kind of a short video. It's just me talking about stuff. Uh, so this is just a thing I noticed, and I kind of want to tell about real quick. Uh, because I think the age rating system for like movies, like G, PG, PG-13, R, and NC-17, all of those, they're very misunderstood by parents today, I think, and they kind of see them in different ways than they actually are, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna kind of correct those real quick. I'm not gonna really pull up or mention any like fact checking kind of stuff, but if you wanna like see if I'm being legit or not, you can do like the deeper research yourself. I'm not gonna really mention much about the exact dates when certain ratings were introduced or for fact if some things were really like that. You just have to trust me on it, and you have to kind of research your own about it, and trust me, it will be there. So yeah. There's a lot of parents who kind of restrict. It's okay. Parents can do what they want, but there's a lot of parents who restrict their kids from seeing like PG-13 rated movies or even PG movies or something like that, because not because they think it'll be inappropriate for their kids to watch. It's because they think it's illegal for kids under 13 to watch PG-13 movies, which is not true at all. A little kid can see a PG-13 movie on their own. What PG-13 means is it's like a really strong advisory caution for parents to watch the movie with their kids. It's not a legal restriction like the R rating is. And that's kind of the same thing for the PG rating, but I guess that doesn't really matter anymore because it basically replaced the G rating today because there's rarely ever a G rated movie in theaters now. So that makes that rating kind of pointless today. So what we used to be rated G back then is now PG for some reason, which is kind of funny because most parents aware or most people at all, they'll refer to anything as like clean or safe for work as PG in normal conversation. Hey guys, let's keep it PG. Let's keep this family friendly or like kid friendly. There's a slight problem I have with that. PG stands for parental guidance, and back in the day, in like the 80s or whatever, PG used to basically be what PG-13 is like today. And that happened because of like societal standards kind of switched around a bit since the 80s. So everyone started like being more strict with like age ratings and all that and what they can show in them. It's kind of funny that PG rated movies are basically kind of pointlessly rated a higher rating than they really should be because take let me think of an example. Any modern Disney movie ever, like the new Zootopia 2 movie or something like that, that's rated PG. Frozen, that's PG. But when you hear the word PG, the first thing that comes to your mind is, oh, it's a kid's movie. Well, back then, no, it wasn't that. The way I see it is that the G rating is for all ages, no matter what. Like, you can take your kids, you can take your grandma to it, you can take anyone to it. PG should normally mean that there might be some occasional stuff within that movie that might be like, do I really want to show this to said person? Would my kid be able to handle this? Would my Christian grandma really find this very gospel? But it's usually really very small, minor scaled stuff that shouldn't offend the standard normal public, but might offend selective people, if that makes sense. And PG-13, the stuff normally in that is it has really dark themes sometimes, but and it can get away with a lot more dark stuff. but without exactly, like, showing, like, the most brutal thing you ever seen. It can get away with some of that, but not, like, a lot of it. You have more freedom to swear more, but you're still limited, not too much. I think you gotta know is that PG-13, even something as high of a rating as that, is still considered family-friendly to a degree. Because, to be honest, in my opinion at least, PG-13 movies really aren't that intense at all. They're basically the same thing as what PG used to be in the 80s or 90s, or even 2000s in a lot of cases. Now, where the legal restriction comes in is rated R. So rated R, so like anything that is less restrictive of a rating below R, any kid, like no matter what, or anyone at any age is allowed to legally watch that movie on their own. It's just those three ratings, G, PG, and PG-13. They're just graded advisories that are not legally enforced. Meanwhile, rated R is. For rated R, if a kid can watch an R-rated movie in the movie theaters, as long as they have a parent with them who is 21 and over, or a guardian. But if a kid watches an R-rated movie on their own in movie theaters, that would be illegal. But I'm not sure if this is true or not, so don't take what I'm saying as fact here. But I think, from last time I checked, I think it's okay for a kid to watch an R-rated movie on their own, as long as it's something like on a DVD or like at home or something like that, not in theaters. But if it is in theaters, a parent or like a guardian that's 21 and over, has to be with that minor to see that movie. But like I said, if it's PG-13, PG or G, any kid at any age can go to that movie at all without any, like, grown-ups, like, authority, if they really wanted to. Legally, at least. And, for rated R, that limit for when, you have to be, like, if you're the kid and you're watching the R-rated movie with your parent or whatever, the age where you don't have to watch it with your parent and you can watch it on your own in the movie theater is 17. Not 18, which is the legal age of an adult. It's 17, which is 1 year behind, which you may think, why would they do that? It's like 1 year behind. What's the difference? Well, from what I read, I think it's something to do with like R-rated movies are targeted for like high school seniors, if that makes sense. So like most of those guys would be 17, and they're like just mature enough to like handle that R-rated stuff. And alright, let's talk about there is one age rating higher than rated R, and that is what used to be called rated X, but now it's called NC-17, and it has been since like the 90s. I don't know too much about that age rating. The only thing I know about is that it shows a lot more explicit stuff than what an R-rated movie can. It would like have to show some like really graphic stuff that that no one in an R-rated movie can see, if that makes sense. Or like a lot of stuff that cannot be shown in something that's R-rated. Like an R-rated movie, you can show like titties and maybe small like private parts, stuff like that, or like you can show some gore, but not like so much where it's like inhumanely traumatizing. But for NC-17, formerly X, I'm not quite sure, but I want to say it is completely unrestricted. Whatever you can do, whatever you want with that. You can go full bananas, no restrictions whatsoever with those movies. Go crazy, film whatever you want, no matter how absurd it is. And for NC-17, that stands for no children 17, no children under 17. And it stands for that no children who are 17 or younger can see that movie. Not that you at least have to be 17 to see that movie. You have to be 18. So while for R-rated movies, to watch it on your own in theaters, you have to at least be 17 years old. While for NC-17 movies, you have to be 18 years old to watch those movies on your own. And something interesting to note is that it is very rare for an NC-17 movie to ever play in theaters. And that's because a lot of movie, productions, they don't want to risk, making something too restrictive that the least amount of people possible are ever going to see. They want to make movies that do well in the box office. That's the ultimate goal. So that's why there's basically never any NC-17 or X-rated movies in movie theaters anymore. And I think that's very often why you never see G-rated movies anymore either, because they don't want something so clean, absolutely squeaky clean to where the adults would get too bored or think it's too childish or something like that. They want the three main sweet spots: PG, PG-13, and R. Those are the three age ratings that you're really ever gonna see in a movie theater in our modern era. So it pretty much is just like it was in the 80s. They're just with different titles, and their meanings have changed significantly. So back then, in movie theaters, it used to most commonly be the ratings G, PG, and then R. And today, that same kind of pattern still exists with the same amount of content corresponding to the 1, 2, 3 thing, but instead the names are switched to where what used to be G is now PG, which now PG serves the role of what used to be G, and now you got PG-13, which is now serving the role what used to be the original PG, and R is the same. So let me give you a quick reminder about how you should look at each age rating. Rated G. Alright, let's all watch this movie. You don't exist at all whatsoever, but let's all watch this movie. No, we don't have to review a single thing about this movie to know it's clean for everyone. Rated PG. It might have some squirrely stuff very occasionally, or very rarely in the movie, but who's gonna notice those, right? It's still pretty clean. PG-13. I mean, it has some stuff in it that I probably wouldn't want some people to see, but I don't see why I couldn't bring my whole family anyway. I mean, that's alright. Maybe slight traumatization for my 3-year-old little daughter here, and maybe something that my great-grandma wouldn't approve of, but generally, PG-13, not bad. Rated R. Yeah, I'm gonna take my kid with me in this one. NC-17. Yeah, I'm hiring a babysitter. I'm gonna see this on my own. So, for rated G, you can bring everyone. Rated PG, you gotta know your people before you take them to see it. PG-13, it's suggested you should probably, maybe not, probably go with them to see it. Rated R. Yeah, you definitely should go with them to see it. NC-17, nah, go on your own. You're all good. Leave your kids behind. You're the adult. You gotta watch it on your own. No kid should witness that ever. And those are the 5 ratings of the MPAA rating system. There's more videos about that go more in depth about the history of these ratings. If you want to check them out, you just search them up on YouTube, and there's not too many videos about it, but there's a few good ones that I've seen. They should just pop up if you search history of MPAA rating system, something like that. Well, yeah, thank you for watching, listening to this video, because this is a black screen right now. Yeah, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!